We'll do it after the hook.
Mike probably has it.
Okay.
That's mine.
All right, guys, we are live here, Pinckneyville, Illinois, at the American Thresherman Association show. And right now the 4-1s are running. We ran 85 limited pros and 95 pro farms, finishing up in the 4-1 class. And then they're going to do a special little spark show. What we've got here is the Jansen family from Dietrich, Illinois. Bill, Jesse, Dustin. Phyllis is here as well. And they are going to hook this Case 110 steam engine to the sled. This tractor was built in 1911. It is 110 horsepower. It's a big monster. 47,000 pounds, I believe, is what Galen told us yesterday. And right now, to create the spark show, they've got all this sawdust. And what we're going to do is, when this thing goes down the track and it's hooked to the sled, I'm going to jump on this thing with them. So we're going to go live. We're going to be alive. Oh, here we go. So if you want to see what's going on in here, that's Dustin. Sorry for the poor lighting, but it is dark outside.
Open the firebox for that.
So we'll take a look in the firebox right quick. Ooh, yeah. That's warm in there. All that sawdust piled up. But so they had to do a little repair on that this morning, some just typical stuff. And Dustin was fortunate enough to crawl into that firebox. They pulled the fire out last night, pulled the ash out, tried to get it as cool as they could, and Dustin had to get in there and do some work inside that firebox this morning. So it was a little toasty, I'm sure, but take a look around this thing. So I'm about 6'2". I'm gonna guess this is 7 feet tall rear wheels. There's a whole lot of steel and cast iron in this thing. So yeah, we'll call it the 47,000 pound steam engine class. Weighted up to 47,000 with the driver, of course. You got to have the driver in there. But they've got a whole slew of things going on.
Get up on this side.
Okay.
We're not
whenever you're ready. Yep, you just let me know.
You get on when we get hooked. That way
okay,
you won't
yep,
cook.
that's fine. That's fine. All right, so they just Bill kindly just handed me a bottle of water. He said, I'm going to cook up there. And I'm really, really looking forward to this. We've been talking about doing this. Well, we tried to do it last year. We were going to try to, but of course COVID had different plans. Now that was Jason Barker on the Rhapsody in Blue tractor, and he is, I believe, maybe the last 4-1 in the class. It looks like we've got the pro stocks lining up over here. So when these guys get this thing backed up to the sled, then I'm going to jump up on there and we're going to go live during the spark show. Hi, Roos. So they've been doing these demonstrations for the last couple of days. They've got a bunch of other steam engines here. It's a big antique tractor show, and they've got all kinds of belt-driven stuff. They have a lumber mill over here. They have an engine dyno for these, a belt dyno. They have got all different kinds of stuff that they do. They do plowing demonstrations. They've had this thing out in the field out there with a 12 bottom plow behind it. And it looks like we're getting ready to roll here. And that is Bill. That is one of his sons, Dustin. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into this. So I'm going to get around over here so I can get in a good position to get on this thing.
They win an additional $500 from Steckham Snyder and Noby John Deere. They will win a trophy
That's the Bulldog, Art Downs you hear.
Any equipment in Mulkeytown, and Great Heart Seed presents them with a winner's jacket in addition to their prize.
Let us know where you're watching
here
from. We
at
always like to
the ITPA
hear
level.
where everybody's watching from. And again, we're in Pinckneyville, Illinois, at the Perry County Fairgrounds, the American Thresherman Association show.
Get you an order of
Got
finish
4 classes of
on the
ITPA
rest of the class.
hooks here tonight. And we've got 1 class left, as you can see. There's them Pro Stocks. And there's still a few back there ready to come in yet. But we're gonna let them get this thing backed up on the sled. I'm gonna pop up on that big tractor, and we're gonna go pulling. I'm gonna hydrate right quick. So excuse the shaky footage. So they did, there's another family, the Mashaw family has another one of these Case 110s. These are the 2 biggest steam engines here. And my video might be a little shaky while I jump up on the, all right. Okay, I'm gonna jump up here right quick. Hang on just a second.
Jason Barker out of Shelbyville and a Rhapsody tractor at 325.04. Number 2 goes to Brent.
We're live. Say hi, Bill.
And the She-Gone tractor.
Sure. Get my big butt up here.
At 318.02. Number 4 goes to David Geetherslaw. And the G-Farm tractor.
All right.
At 315.08. Number 6, Brett Hacksat out of Nashville. And Franklin at 307.
I'm gonna get the chain tight.
High-class hooker.
We're gonna tighten this chain real quick. We got Brandon Bungard in the sled back here. So they will be telling Brandon, pan up. They'll tell Brandon to run the box up or slow it.
Fire in the hole. We got a pipe.
Huh?
Oh.
We have got the Jansen family, Case.
And we're off. So there's a whole bunch of sawdust down here in the box. When they start pulling this down, we're going to see sparks start flying. This is badass.
Hey, go out and count it up. Damn, that was the most painful one.
That was... Holy shit, that was awesome. Oh my god, that was fun.
The shit burned out of
Oh,
it.
sorry,
It's on
Dustin.
fire.
That was fun as shit. That was so cool.
And that's what the threshold of hell looks like, boys.
That was awesome.
All right, I'll jump out of there.
Thank you so much, Bill. Boys, I gotta tell you, if you ever get the chance to do that, that is fun as shit. I am burnt. I got ash all over me, and I would do it again. That was a freaking blast. Big thanks to Bill and Dustin and the Jansen family for number one, not only bringing this thing out here, but letting me ride on it, letting me go live with you guys. That is chaotic, to say the least. Stuff is banging and stuff's moving. Dude, I kid you not, I'm shaking. That was freaking amazing. Yeah. Holy shit. That is a must do. That is a must do. We are gonna share the shit out of this.
Farm progress show. Yeah.
Holy crap. I'm still shaking. I could not, Bruce, I cannot imagine farming with that. We were pulling it a little harder than what I'm sure a 12 bottom would, but that was a freaking blast. That was a blast. I hope the footage was as good for you guys as the ride was for me. They told me to be ready. They told me to be ready to get burnt and whatnot, and I sure as shit I did. That was fucking awesome. Pardon my language, but there's no other way to say it. So here's what the tracks look like. What an awesome, awesome ride. So we got the Pro Stocks coming up next, guys. I'm gonna have to take a little breather. Maybe grab a cold beverage. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. Thank you, Bill Jansen and Dustin Jansen, for letting me climb up on there with you guys. That was unfreaking believable. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll come back. I'll try to get you guys some of these Pro Stock runs. But awesome.